podcast dedicated to the lore, legends, and myths surrounding the creatures that may lurk in your backyard. My name's Hewitt.
I'm Chris. How you doing, man?
I'm okay. Not gonna lie, to pull back the curtain, we've marathoned a couple of these today because you got a lot. You got a lot going on. We're taking the next day off as of this time of recording from doing our Call of Cthulhu game,
which was a short notice thing.
Yeah, but we have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. So that one's not happening. But also we have Extra Life in 2 weeks,
which is crazy. I'm still behind on writing mine.
I'm gonna need help setting stuff up because when this is over, I need to talk to you about possibly what we should build.
Right, yeah.
We might have to build a wooden monstrosity again to make it slightly more walkable in here.
I don't know. I think like the setup we've had has been...
we'll talk more about that when we're not recording, but...
Right.
So we got that coming up. You got your certification coming up. I actually passed my certification.
Yeah. We high-fived.
Yep. And I'm finishing up all my coursework. November is going to be a very busy month, which is going to be weird. Like, I think the next time we're going to record is Thanksgiving week.
Like, probably shortly after Thanksgiving, at least.
Well, I mean, you said your test is on the 21st.
Yeah.
And then we'd record after that. So we're going to go almost a month without recording because of just tests and studies and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's going to be a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's like, the thing is that pissed me off. It didn't really piss me off, but I was just bummed out. I shouldn't use the word pissed off or use the term pissed off. I just bummed. The thing that did bum me out, though, is I've been wanting to play Call of Cthulhu again. I missed one game, and then this game is...
I'm feeling that because I really like this game of Call of Cthulhu we're doing, and we have only had one sort of combat moment. I have more or less been... Like, I have this whole story that y'all haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it seems like last session y'all had like some spooky stuff go down.
So much so much weird stuff. Like everyone at the table is not freaked out, but if like you were to see this in a movie or like you were to see this from the character's perspective,
it would be freaky. Yeah,
like the door started breathing and bleeding when they shot it. Somebody may or may not have met God.
That's never fun.
Like looking through windows and it's showing the same landscape at different times depending on the window you look out of. Like for us, it's like, oh, Hewitt's hitting every single trope, and I'm like, I'm hitting every single trope, and like all of us are.
I mean, it's Call of Cthulhu. It's like saying, oh, this is like a supernatural episode in Monster of the Week. It's like no shit.
I've done so much psychological horror at this point in the game to where your character is the only one not carrying a phobia or a mania. Gunny has a mania at this point because he lost 15 points of sanity almost in one solid chunk at once. Like between two rolls, it's 15 points of sanity.
Yikes.
The copper is... got it a little rough. He thinks he killed his entire squad.
Oh no.
And your character, whenever we play again, is just going to walk up to the castle like nothing. Like she went to go go take a fat shit as the joke.
She's like, I'm sorry, I've been having Metamucil.
I drank all that military coffee.
Like, it just goes right through you. And then I had a big breakfast, you see. I'm a big lady.
Like, if we were more thematic and more official, like, maybe we could make it super creepy. Like, if we put spooky background music, it would probably make shit scary. Right. But, like, we're all laughing and enjoying this. And I'm like, I've literally permanently scarred your characters for life more than...
You know what? Like, it does make me want to get the book, like, steal the book from you and run a game myself.
I got the PDFs online, man.
Yeah, I mean, send them to me. The only reason why I'm not going to do it is because I need to focus on other things. I already stretched myself a little bit then because Ruby convinced me to buy Bloodborne because we have a.
Ooh, yeah.
But the thing is, the PS4 is in our front room, so I'm only going to be playing Bloodborne when I'm in there, and Ruby because it's a way for us more ways for us to spend time together. Because sometimes we have a problem of like.
Going to your own little spaces.
Yeah.
Em and I have that same problem, but it's also called toddler.
Yeah. But we want to spend more time together, and she's like, "I'll just watch you play games if you play games in
the front room."
Yeah. So I set up my laptop to run Steam Link, so I can run I can play any game I want, pretty much from my computer in the front room from my laptop because I just stream it.
That's cool.
But I can also, we also have a PS3 and a PS4. We have a Wii, like an old Wii. Saying old Wii is,
it is old, dude. Like it's
well, it just sounds bad.
It does, but it's like Em and I, like her computer is starting to be really wonky. Supposedly AJ is going to come and look at it, but it's an all-in-one. And it's not old. It's just that it's starting to already wear down. But
does it have a what kind of? Does it have like a HD drive?
That is an Emily question, not me.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's one of those of like we used to like she and I would play Mystara, the D&D punch and run together a lot, but it's really with our daughter still being like very much a contact sleeper.
Right.
It like she sleeps with her or Freya sleeps with me in our bed. And so like there's so much that when we're doing stuff, Emily and I are separate and we're trying to find something to do together.
Well, if you ever need help setting up Steam Link, let me know because you can actually set it up.
We have two controllers for the DS. DS, the Switch.
That'll be good. If you have like an old computer, or if you have like a Fire Stick or something like that, you can just plug it into a smart TV.
Well, I mean, right now, like if we were doing things, she would just beat my ass at Mario Kart because
yeah. I'm just putting it out there, you know?
Yeah. But so there is no transition from video games to what I'm talking about.
Segway song. No, don't
Segway.
You don't have to do the fucking...
You can edit me out and put the sound file in.
God damn it. I'm so tired. That's so much work, but it does.
Have you ever heard of the Highhat or the Tallman?
The Highhat?
The Highhat?
Like hi-hat as in like a drum set?
No. Highhat or the Tallman.
I mean, Tallman sounds familiar.
There is a cousin of theirs, and this is the only time I'm going to say the name during this entire podcast, is the Wendigo.
Oh, yeah.
I will refer to them as Wendy's after this. So
yeah, that is the one thing that you're like,
well, there's a couple things like neither one of us like to step on graves. And this saying certain things names 3 times, neither one of us really like to do that.
I mean, not like Bloody Mary. Like Bloody Mary is obviously bullshit, but it's like you don't want to bring up like neither of us are like super keen on like.
Don't mention certain, like, don't say Titania or Mab too many times.
Yeah, or just the W word that we
don't talk about Wendy's too much. Because they don't bring Double Stack and Big Dave classics with you, or with them. They turn you into that. Now, the Highhat, also known as the Tallman, is a very tall, thin man who wears a tall chapeau stovepipe hat. Has long, pointed teeth, a distended mouth or a wide mouth. So either like the jaw is unnaturally long down like the Violator, or it's like the Glasgow smile that like the mouth goes all the way to the ears.
Are we having another like G-Man moment?
Not really. The Highhat likes to eat children, especially those who misbehave.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Appears at times.
I like how I said it just makes sense that they would eat kids.
The Highhat appears in the state of New York at times during distress and unrest. Is very tall. Well, I already mentioned very tall, very pale, almost white, to the point that some people have said the skin looks translucent. May or may not have clothes on. Usually described as having no hair.
So bald.
Usually seen in western New York and northern Pennsylvania, where he has been sighted the most. Watches people from a distance a lot of times, hide behind trees, and darts between them when you're walking around. Supposedly runs along highways with vehicles that may have distressed children or upset children, or has been sighted along highways in situations where, like, there's been car wrecks.
So it runs? Like it keeps up with vehicles?
Tracks people in the woods and will attack them when they get hurt. Kind of like an ambush predator. Now, I only saw one source of the running along cars because there's multiple creatures that apparently...
Yeah, that was the one I did. Fuck. It's the one I did with the hydrocephalic...
Melon heads.
Well,
I'm saying it's like... it's one of those things like little kids around the world have always reported, like when they're riding in a car at night, swearing that they see something running between the streetlights as they're going, and it's like it's keeping up with the car. Like, sometimes this is connected to the Hounds of Tindalos from Call of Cthulhu, or the Turbo Granny / the 1,000-kilometer Granny yokai that's in Japan. There's different creatures that supposedly run along highways that kids can perceive, because it's almost like the Super S. Like, we don't know where these stories started, but like almost every culture has them of the running along the road, and the Highhats kind of absorb that. Now, origins. The Highhat originated with the Seneca people of western and upstate New York and southern Canada. He was supposed to live in the boggy wetlands of the region and attack people at night. Some stories list him as a witch or an evil medicine man who came back as a hungry evil spirit after being killed. Might just be an evil spirit that was there. Might have been a genus loci that got tainted by something terrible that happened there and created a new boogeyman. The area has been seen and is known for several odd occurrences such as UFOs, witch lights, wisp, and many other witch stories. So like this section of Upper Pennsylvania and New York, there's just a bunch of weird shit that happens in this little region. Spots like the hills of Dead Witches and the Witch's Walk are also in this area. So like two very big like landmarks that have some spooky shit are in here, and he's just kind of there. So if there is like a mound that does have supposedly dead witches under it, maybe he was the genus loci that was there beforehand, and like that evil energy tainted him. Maybe he was born from that energy.
Right.
Or maybe he was just a weird motherfucker that already lived there. So like, there's that. The Seneca believe it may have been the site of an ancient battle, and the Highhat may be a holdover, a residual, or born from it. So also there's a chance there was a battle in this region that may have spawned this. Starting to sound a little familiar to something I did last year.
Yeah, kind of like...
A little bit like Walking Sam.
Yeah, that was... because that was the one with the children that were terrorized and...
suicide spirits.
Yeah, they were encouraged to off themselves.
Now, sightings. There are several sightings of a tall man, almost Slenderman-esque type reports of like seeing a tall man either in a shirt and breeches and a tall hat just out in the woods, or a naked man with a tall hat but like no genitalia was described. So, looks like a human.
Kind of that little
that little bit of uncanny valley type situation.
It's like you're looking at someone and you're like, something's off.
You ain't got no dick and you're naked.
So they're like Mannequin Man?
Kinda, but also like think about any horror movie when like the tall humanish like think about the The man that had the eyes in his hand in Pan's Labyrinth was completely naked, but there
Mitch
was
McConnell,
no. Oh my god! But there was no like he was completely nude, but there was no.
Now that's why did I have to?
Look, you're the one saying Mitch McConnell has no genitalia. That is your sin, and you have to own that now.
Sin does have consequences.
Now, 1960 to 1965, the Kinzua Reservoir, a dam was being built in the area, and several workers reported seeing a man that looked like Abe Lincoln. And they saw a tall man with an Abe Lincoln hat on the other side of the lake while they were building this. White workers would wave at him, and he would wave back. Native workers would start punching them and saying, "Leave him the fuck alone. Don't get him to come over here."
Stop it. Stop.
Black workers were listed as siding with the native workers, going, fucking crazy ass white people. No, if they live here and they say no to that, don't be friends.
Don't be friends with the weird guy across the street that looks like Abraham Lincoln. And certainly don't wave at him and get him to come over. Now, I mean, it seems like common sense to me.
Yeah. Now, the sightings were so regular, they often wondered if he was just some old hermit that was fishing out there and wearing a top hat that he found somewhere. Like, they literally thought, like, most of the workers that came up from like New York City thought there was just some homeless dude in the woods with like a really tall homeless dude in the woods with a top hat, just fishing and doing stuff. Because like they always saw him like getting fish out of the lake, but it's like he wasn't using the fishing pole; he was using his hands.
So he was like bear grabbing them?
Yeah. Now, after 1960, there has been no major documented sightings. However, like he has existed as a urban legend and a spooky story.
Right. I mean, I kind of see that, yeah.
Now, additional descriptions of the tall man that have come out. Unusually skinny, 12 to 15 feet tall, not just tall.
Yeah.
Disproportionately long limbs, hands, and fingers. So, like, torso's like normal size, but he's 12 foot tall. Like, torso and head are normal. And then the arms are really long, and then the hands are really long with distended fingers.
Right.
So, like, extremely pale to translucent skin. Only eyes on his face, sometimes no mouth.
So he's just literally mannequin man.
Oh, wait, sorry, I'm describing tall man. Sorry, I switched.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself because I got multiple creatures that all fall in the same category. So the Highhat has the big mouth and teeth. The tall man is like a 12-foot tall, skinny, slender man-esque. He can turn into Mr. Smoke. Makes no sound when he moves. Like, people have watched the tall man move across leaves, and there's not even a crunch.
So the tall man turns into Mr. Smoke.
Yeah. Mr. Smoke just...
So he turns into a little poof.
Yep. Hi.
Have a little bit of smoke.
Shows up if you whistle at night, so don't fucking do that. I think this is the 12th episode.
So you
12th.
Whistle.
Okay, so we have like...
a lot of episodes.
We have like 100-ish. We're getting close to 100-ish episodes. Which you should really do the math and let us know when the 100th episode is going to happen, because we do need to make a reference.
I think we've passed the 100th episode.
No, we do 52. There's 52 in a year, because we do one a week.
Then we're going to probably You know what? I got to do the...
We're really bad at keeping up with some type of milestone we're supposed to be super proud of. So it should be like sometime in December.
Okay, so Lindy Boggs, which is, at the time of recording this, is
Yes.
the last episode. I forgot to talk about, like, I was so happy that I created the new logo.
It is nice.
And then, like, I look at it through using a different monitor, and I see all the mistakes I made. I'm like, God damn it. But anyway, yeah, 41 is...
So we're at 93 episodes, and this will make 97 at the end of this recording. So 3 episodes from now, one of the Christmas theme episodes will be our episode 100.
Okay.
You know what? Let's make episode 100 talking about...
Well, let's figure that out. Let's figure that out.
You're like, you know what, Hewitt? No.
You know what? I'm gonna bleep that. Just
You're like, he would actually said Jesus, and I bleeped it.
we're gonna talk about Jesus Christ and how he's actually a pagan symbol.
Now, the tall man only has eyes on his face, no mouth. Has a terrible presence around him. His gaze can cause illness and cause you to wish to harm yourself.
That's not fun.
If you acknowledge him, he can get you wherever you are. Like if you're in the woods and he's right behind you with his long spindly fingers being creepy all over you, and you just ignore his ass, fuck him. He ain't gonna do nothing. The second you acknowledge, like, get your long skinny ass fingers out my face, bitch, he's like,
oh, you're mine now.
And he can cause anxiety and suicidal thoughts. Again, he originates with the native people, and this gets back to the idea. Like, I was listening to a Snap Judgment Spooked episode, and it was a guy out in like North Texas, like the stovetop of Texas,
Right.
like towards the panhandle of Oklahoma, and he was dealing with the Goat Man, and how like the Goat Man was a suicide spirit from. So like almost every, like I keep finding this whenever I kind of delve a little bit in the native beliefs, that they believe in suicide spirits that are what overtake you and make you do things that you normally wouldn't do. And like it, like I know it shouldn't seem kind of weird to me, but to think that an idea like that spread across an area as big as the United States and Canada, like 2/3 of a continent,
Right.
to where people that did not have contact with each other after a while
It just kind
still
of
had the same belief. Like, I guess you could kind of be like, well, why does everybody believe in a magical carpenter that is spread across the planet, or a faceless prophet? Right. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say Europe and conquest on that one, but like,
I mean, there's been like active pushes to spread Christianity, where this seems more organic and more local in a lot of ways.
I also like the idea of this because, like, coming from a Judeo-Christian background, especially an American Judeo-Christian background, the idea that suicide is something you choose to do and then, like, it's a sin that can't be forgiven or something like that,
Yeah.
was so permeated into me. And then I found out there's, like, literally no scriptural proof of that whatsoever.
I don't remember where that originated from.
I don't either.
I think Catholics, like...
It might be that, but like
we both grew up Protestant. So,
yeah.
So like there is like that some Catholic beliefs that come over, but most Protestants are pretty hostile to Catholics and like they don't like a lot of their beliefs.
But I'm just saying, is like that was something that was like I had like people tell me, and then eventually I'm like, there is literally no.
Yeah,
but
and it's also kind of wild when you consider like when people talk about like the way people perceive suicide versus like what it actually is, which is not like, okay, I guess I want to die today, and it's not like you're in a right state of mind.
Oh no, you're absolutely not. Like
people who usually like successfully commit suicide are not people that are like, I mean, you're deeply troubled. And we're getting into something.
It's not a wishy-washy decision kind of thing.
Yeah, it's more like a snap judgment. You've been in pain for a long time, or maybe even a short time.
And you just want it to stop.
Yeah. Which is sad. And we should, I don't know, focus on funding mental health programs and maybe regulate weapons that could potentially make it easier to commit suicide. But, you know, that's pie in the sky ideas, you know?
So, I mean, again, I think it's really interesting that they come up with these creatures like, you know, Walking Sam and the Tallman and the Highhat that basically are explanations for
misery or sorrow.
Yeah. Now, some origins. Lakota legends, Walking Sam, have him born from the pain of wounded knee. Scotland, Am Fearleth Moor, which I'm probably not pronouncing right because I don't speak Gaelic, is a tall grey man that haunts the peak of Ben Macdu in Scotland.
It wouldn't be the first time a European legend came over here.
No.
More.
Also, like, if we were talking more, like, talking about, like, the Highhat in upstate New York, the Catskills are still connected to the Appalachians.
Just New England in general.
What I'm saying, the Catskills connect to the Appalachians, and before Pangea broke free, the Scottish Highlands was part of that same mountain chain. So if this was an actual creature, the landscape split.
Right.
So, but...
Oh, you're thinking like a supernatural.
Yeah, going from the supernatural thing. Yeah, he's the tall gray man. I think I mentioned him before when I talked about Walking Sam because he's on the mountain and he causes you to want to jump off of a cliff because he wants you to get off of his fucking mountain as fast as possible. And Hold Me Now is apparently his solution to everything. Also, urban legends, he shows up before something bad happens or before someone commits suicide. And also, there's a couple stories with the tall man that he might be more of a psychopomp than a suicide spirit, that he's there to... He shows up because you're about to do something.
Oh, okay.
And he's just there, and he observes, and then he takes you on. Similar beings to the Tall Man and Highhat are Walking Sam, Slender Man, the Hat Man, and multiple different types of sleep paralysis.
Yeah, which I think do overlap a little bit with like G-Men and Men in Black. I think we talked a little bit about that in the Men in Black episode.
Now, let's talk about Wendy's. Now, they deserve probably their own full episode. I will not be doing that one because I will also, if you do it, I'm just going to be at Wendy's. Wendy's. Freckle bitches. But they're also known as Tishin, Shanu, Kiwok, Minhui, Witigo, Winsinsgo, Witigo, Windigo, like, because there's like 3 I's in there. Witiku.
You know what? I'm proud of you here because you're saying a whole bunch of different names for Wendy's.
Yeah. I'm saying them all in different languages. So, I mean, like, there's somebody that's going to answer, like, we all got one. We all got one. This bitch needs to finish up the Beetlejuice for us. Wentico and Watika. The name comes from the Algonquin word for owl. Because owls are death spirits. Now, before we move into the rest of the description of this, I just want to hit on that note about owls being a death spirit. One, yeah, owls are a raptor. Like, most of us don't want to stop and think about owls being a raptor like hawks.
Right.
Also, the thing I still love, and I know we mentioned in a previous episode, is the number of people who don't realize owls actually have long legs. Like, there's still a bird inside all that fluff. Like, they're built like every other bird. They're not like big old fat boys. And just the number of people who thought like they were like a body with tiny little feet legs so they would waddle weird instead of doing that hop like like I showed you. They're usually connected to wisdom. And wisdom being connected to death is like almost a universal...
Yeah. Well, age is connected to wisdom. And...
the other thing I have to say, owls are one of the derpiest fucking birds on the planet. They're adorably dumb. Like, watch them do stupid shit, and it's like owls have enough expression in their faces because they have enough, like, it's not just like little bird heads, like it's all the feathers give them more.
Yeah, they have more expressive.
And when you see an owl realize, oh, I fucked up, it's kind of hilarious. So on that note, yeah, apparently Wendy's originally come from the Algonquin word for owl. Because at the same time, what's one of the scariest creatures in the middle of the night?
Probably an owl.
When an owl fucking howl.
I mean, that's what they think the Mothman was. One of them.
Now, description. Version 1. An evil spirit that overtakes a person or a dead body and turns them into a cannibal.
Okay. So, Ravenous, the movie.
The spirit latches on in your dreams and you become violent, unreasonable, and decide that you need to eat people. Also, Cannibal the musical. There's one that had, oh shit, it was like set in Colorado and it was like a military encampment, and like old dude that was in Band of Brothers and Minority Report, like the tall dude with like short white hair. I can't remember the actor's name.
I can't remember.
I think Ethan Hawke might have been in it, and like the bad guy and the good guy both became cannibals and then had to fight each other, and then he killed the bad guy, and then he went off and lived a normal life because he killed the evil spirit. But it was really it. My problem with that movie is I watched it all the way because it was on like TBS at 1 a.m. and I had insomnia. Is that it was kind of like Dances with Wolves of like, yes, we are the native people and we cannot defeat this evil. This one sort of hot white man can. Because the bad guy is also a sort of hot white dude that may or may not have been like almost whatever that actor's first name is, but any case, I'm gonna stop because it's like the bad guy looked like the bad dude from Wild Wild West but had legs.
God, you're getting away from me now.
Yeah. Okay, version 2. A tall, ashen-skinned humanoid anywhere between 8 and whatever height because they grow the more they eat. There is no size cap on Wendy's. Skinny and emaciated, smell of rotten flesh, may have horns or antlers depending on which group of First People or Native Americans you're talking about. Large yellow fangs, like yellowed, like blood has dried, aged bones, white or yellowed. No lips because they have chewed them off, sunken glowing eyes, and they hunt humans out in the cold regions of the northern parts of North America, basically Minnesota and up, because Minnesota is the number one Wendy location in all of the United States.
Really?
Yep. They are super fast. They're super strong. They can mimic human voices.
I like how you say you can do the Wendy episode and then you're going through Wendy's right now.
Mm-hmm. You can find more information on this because I am doing the quick read. They can be taken down by steel, silver, iron knives, or bullets, depending on the story. Mostly you can kill them by destroying and burning their hearts, which is every single creature on the damn planet.
It's like vampires, Strigoi.
Sometimes you have to burn their bodies. Origins of these annoying boys may have started with with the Algonquin and spread to most of the tribes of the upper United States and the lower parts of Canada. One origin is that as a warrior made a deal with the evil spirit and gained strength to save his people, and he did. But then the people feared him and banished him, and he decided he wanted to become a cannibal in the woods.
He was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to eat you. It's like, I helped you. I became this horrible fucking monster. And now, like, y'all just kicked me out. You know what? Fuck you.
Next one may have been a woman who had her heart turned into ice because her soon-to-be husband cheated on her with another woman and ran off. And this is where, like, you have to destroy the heart of the creature.
Right.
Which, I don't like that one because that one's like... That one seems very shitty.
Yeah, just old misogyny.
Real-world examples. In 1907, Jack Fiddler was arrested for attacking a woman he claimed was turning into one. Jack was a Cree medicine man. He lost his brother, said he turned into one, while working near the Hudson Bay. Claimed to have seen or killed 14 Wendy's. Often families called him to kill sick family members during times of hardship so they did not turn into one.
So this guy was just going around killing people.
This dude was a licensed murderer. He was given life in prison, but was pardoned and died just before he got the pardon. Like the pardon was written.
Yeah, what did he die
of? Jail. This dude was old. This dude was like actually in his 60s or 70s.
Well, that's not old now, but
1907. Like if he was 70 in 1907.
Oh yeah,
that's Martin Van Buren as president.
Okay, yeah. So he was fucked.
So 1879, swift runner killed and ate his entire family one winter, wife, mother, and 6 kids. This led to the theory of what is now known as Wendigo psychosis, which is got a hyphen in it.
You said the word.
Yeah, but it's got a hyphen in it, so it's all one word, not just that part.
Okay. You're getting into technicalities.
Yeah, look, dude, dealing with supernatural and the Fae, it's all about the technicality. He was hung for his crime. But now we have an
I
actual...
thought you were going to say
He was hung.
he was hung. This was LBJ.
LBJ of the North. We don't know how long it was. It was cold out that day. No, he was hung for his crime because he literally was a cannibal.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good reason to hang somebody.
1661, Jesuit monks recorded the execution of a man who was accused of being one he was stoned to death and then burned under the stones.
Oh, damn. So they collected all the stones, they stoned
him to death, and then, set him on fire.
So they did a little Centralia right there.
Yeah, they did.
They turned him into Centralia, or at least the mines under Centralia.
1880 to 1920, Rousseau, Minnesota. The creature was seen by kids multiple times and was reported as being seen when weird deaths occurred for about 40 years and then vanished.
He was just like, I'm gone now.
So there's kind of recorded a bunch of weird fucking deaths happened. Now, media. The Highhat may have inspired the Highhats of the Warriors movie and books. Even though they're more mimes, like the whole idea of a killer in New York that wears a top hat links back to the Highhat. Walking Sam is a repeat presence in the series Reservation Dogs. Slender Man and the Rake both have been influenced by these creatures. Wendy is a character in the Marvel Comics that is a enemy of Sabretooth, Wolverine, and the Hulk.
I wonder why they haven't shown that one in a while.
I think they renamed him Abominable. Because he looks like a Yeti. It's a Yeti that Hulk fought.
Okay.
And then Wolverine stabbed in the gut repeatedly. And that apparently Sabretooth fucking stone cold stunnered at some point. Movies and books based off of it, like numerous movies and books. Like you and I both know immediately of horror movies that are connected to this, like Antlers.
Yeah.
Somehow was combined with skinwalkers and became an internet meme and phenomena. Like you take the Wendy and you combine it with the skinwalker, and that's the image that most people use for a skinwalker, or they say, "Oh, this is a Wendy," or "This is a skinwalker." I'm like, this is some bastard child that was born in Las Vegas from a supernatural hookup. Like,
yeah.
This is worse. This is absolutely worse. Teddy Roosevelt wrote stories about them, saying that he even wished to hunt one.
That sounds like Teddy.
That's fucking TR, man. That's
there's
a monstrous, there's a
Teddy.
Giant monstrous human. That was weird.
That was weird.
That was a beer cap coming off of a bottle.
Like, I don't know how that happened.
There's reasons, it's heat change and all that shit, but like...
But I just placed it like this. Let's see. I mean, I guess if I just...
You didn't have it all the way. If it pops off again, I'm done. We're gonna get my wife and kids and just fucking leave. Stephen King mentions them in his story, or his book Pet Sematary. Fallout 76 mentions them, the game Until Dawn. Also again, Teddy Roosevelt legitimately wrote multiple paragraphs about wanting to hunt one of these bastards.
That, like, look, I, like...
While he was still sitting as president.
He's just, like, sitting there looking at, like, books about native legends, and he's like, I'm going to kill this.
Oh, this is my bitch.
I am going to put this head on my wall.
This is going to be mounted in the Oval Office. Anyway, often the big problem with these entities, these creatures that people believe in, is they are written from a European perspective, and they are made. I mean, they're already monstrous, but they're made more so. And it's like, ooh, native dark magic.
Yeah, whereas like a native telling might be more like, this is just a force of nature that you need to be aware of.
So more people are aware of the internet meme version of Wendy's, Highhat, Tallman, Walking Sam. They're more familiar with
the Western
perspective than the actual native belief. Because like, while the natives believe in this and they need to prevent it and they don't want it, it's also not like, let's go hunt it.
Yeah.
Like my thing, the thing I've noticed with a lot of Native American stories is like fucking white people. Like they just like, fucking white. If you leave this alone, like you notice, like none of us get killed in this situation, right? Like you talk about this graveyard being on Indian.
At this now.
You see this movie, it's like, oh, you bury them up there on a Native American burial ground, and they'll come back, and all the natives, don't you fucking do it? Are you gonna stop me? Fuck no, but we're going nowhere. If you see none of us going there, you don't go there.
It's like this is not a time to be curious. This is not a time to be like, oh, let's see what's up there. Let's go up there and meet them.
To once more reiterate, fucking white people, because what are they gonna do?
They're gonna go up there.
They're gonna go right the fuck up there. And so a lot of times, all this information is misappropriated. Now, much like when we did Walking Sam, all three of these creatures are believed to exist by Native people and the First Peoples of Canada. So I'm not going to say they're not real because that is part of their religious beliefs and folklore. However, do I believe that there is a tall Abe Lincoln looking motherfucker in northern New York that's like eating people?
I mean,
I don't. It's a possibility, but I don't think it's a supernatural creature. I would say that it's just a cannibal serial killer. But at the same time, if this is what they believe and this is part of their religion, that's real to them. So I'm not going to say this is fake. It's just not 100%. It's not 100% what I vibe with. But I will end with this on my statement. I'm not going into upstate New York near that lake and messing around with shit.
Oh no.
No, I'm not. Okay, kind of like, do we believe in the Latesh?
I mean,
I'm not going out. I'm going to say personally, no, I don't believe in the Latesh. I'm not going out in the swamp to find out there's killer croc fucking just out there vibing.
And the thing is, you're like putting yourself in a situation where something else can get you anyway. So
like,
it's like, why would you even test fate?
Like a regular alligator off somewhere in a boat, and then just Saint Germain, like a Asterion, appears in the backseat going, "Hello, boys."
Hello.
Shit. He's like, exactly. Which one of you is O positive or AB? I brought a sandwich with me, and I need to know who pairs best. God damn it. Any case, I don't want to try to belittle this any more than we probably already have. But I think it's a really cool story. I kind of like how there's this like overarching connection between multiple Native American tribes and groups, and I don't want to mess with this. Like honestly, this is something I don't want to fuck with.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, just from a perspective of like, even if I don't believe in it personally, if I meet someone that's like Native and,
they say don't,
I'm just going to be like, you know what? Like, even if I don't see any danger in it, I'm not going to be like,
look, if we ever do an episode on skinwalkers, my thing is like, there is one person I've seen do an interview and so was talking about whose dog is that? That's not a dog. We need to leave. I'm like, that dude could have been 100% fucking with the interviewer, but you know what I'm doing?
I'll listen. Yeah.
I'm getting in a car and we're going to leave. Because, no. But my sources, witchesballbuffalo.com, 13 Creepy Western Doors, MasonWinfield.com, Hill of Dead Witches, Hanger One Publishing, crwalker.com, Tallman, popsugar.com, Reservation Dogs, Buffalo Rising, 13 Creepy Things in the Western State, or Western Edge of the State, WGRZ.com, The Tall Man, Wellsville Sun, Folklore and Legends, YouTube, oh god, I didn't save the name of that, but it's YouTube, TNX2OL83X6S, paranormalghostsociety.org, EP Time Stories, TikTok, Britannica.com for the definition of Wendy's, EBSCO.com, religion and philosophy of Wendy's folklore, 3 other EBSCO host documents, all about the same thing, allthat'sinteresting.com, nativelanguages.org, urbanpics.com, legendsofamerica.com, and that's why we drink the podcast.
Jeez, that's a lot of fucking sources. But no, this was a really fun one.
I mean, the only problem is a lot of those sources still had the exact same
overlap.
Had a lot of overlap.
Yeah. But anyway, we are Backwoods Obscura. We release every Tuesday. We are on social media, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. We try our best, but we're also Team Bonus Action.
Team Bonus Action is a group of friends who like to play video games and tabletop, loosely connected to charity. Right now, we are connected to Extra Life, and all donations go to Batch Children's Hospital through the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. Our goal is $1,500, and if you'd help us reach it, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, and with that, I hope you have a good day or night or whatever time it is over there.
Hey, Warriors. Wars. Oh man, you beat me to it.
Yeah, I did. Fuck you.